Hello, sparrows. So today is a grey and cloudy rainy day, and I wanted to use my lightsaber to cut those grey clouds away. Now, Louie just told me that Princess Leia did not have a lightsaber, but I'm giving Princess Leia a lightsaber because lightsabers are one of my favorite things because they make a lovely sound. They can be invisible, and you can cut away little holes in the atmosphere and dive through into another world. So today I felt like being Princess Leia because she's one of my heroes, and for some reason I wanted to try out the Princess Leia hair, and when I did Princess Leia hair, they really looked more like Winnie the Pooh ears or Ewok ears. And then I thought, what if somebody wanted to have Princess Leia hair who does not have long hair? There's lots and lots of people with short hair, or maybe have no hair. So what do we have at home that could kind of make sort of Princess Leia hair? Plastic cups and duct tape, I was hoping. So if you would like to feel what it feels like to have Princess Leia hair, all you need to do is, see that? You put duct tape here, and you put a little hole, and duct tape here and a little hole, and you put elastic. You cut a little hole and a little hole and put elastic through it, and then it goes across your here and across at the back. You just pop it over your head. Pop! Ding, 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 ding. Da 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 da. Oh, that's not the right. Why can't I think of the Star Wars tune? Anyway, you know the Star Wars tune. And here we are, Princess Leia. So I'm going to be Pippi Leia. Today, a little bit of Princess Leia, a little bit of Pippi, all in one. And let's see what happens next. So are you sitting comfortably? Hello in your nest. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a nice cozy blanket you've got over there. Lovely. Oh, some of you already have your tea. That's fantastic. In this little fairy basket that got left on my door this morning, little teapot and 2 little thimbles. Those of you who come to Tutu or the nest know all about thimbles. Protect your fingers when you're sewing, either pushing the needle in or to push a needle through. These are thimbles. They make great little shoes, little tap dance. They make a nice sound. They also make fabulous fairy teacups. So let's pour a little fairy tea for you. There we are. Cheers. I'm going to put that down there for you. I wonder what flavour fairy tea this is. It's a bit early. Bluebell. It must be bluebell tea. Not much else is up. Almost tulips. And here's some fairy tea for me. Cheers. Are you sitting comfortably? Are you in your comfy spot? Cheers. Thimble tea might be my new favourite. Thank you, fairies, for leaving that on the doorstep this morning. So you're comfy and you've got some tea. I've got my storytelling wish. Now let's think about all the people in the world who are gathered telling stories. Or maybe they're dealing with some sharp emotion. Remember that? We talked about that yesterday. So we have a few things that we can do every day. We're going to give ourselves a big hug. Oh, hello me. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good today. Yesterday was a hard day. Today, that's good. So we're going to send hugs to everyone around the world, and we're going to think about emotion. So my emotion today feels like a beautiful blue, crystal blue like the sea. And the shape of it is sort of round, and it feels like it's about here. So I have a nice round blue. It was sharp yesterday. Remember we talked about that yesterday? I had some sharp, ouchy feelings. But today I've let them just tumble around in my mind, knowing that they will find a way and they are all valued. And today they've settled into a nice blue shape right here. So hello, blue emotion right here. Hello, me. Hello, you. Hello, world. Where are our feathers? Let's blow our wishes for everyone around the world. Everyone who needs wishes today. They're flying on the wind, on our wish feathers. And some daydream wishes for our storytelling, and my special glasses. So how many things can I fit on my head? Oh, this is why that is not going to, it might. No, I don't think I can make that work. There, see? La 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 la, Pippi spirit, Pippi Leia, zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, let's go. I can hear you, Steffi! Read the story. Okay. Here we go. So yesterday, Pippi had tried to go to school. Remember that? Yeah. Oh no. No. Come back. Oh, my book. Gosh. Right under the table. Here we are. I was wonky anyway. There we go. So yesterday, Pippi tried to go to school, didn't she? Woo-hoo! She gave that teacher a ride. But today, they are outside Villa Vellicula. There's Pippi and Tommy and Annika, and they're sitting on the gate post. And it was a warm and beautiful day toward the end of August. A pear tree that grew close to the fence stretched its branches so low down that the children could sit and pick the best little red gold pears without any trouble at all. Isn't that the best? Picking fruit from a tree and eating it. They munched and munched and ate. So delicious in their little tummies. And as the children were sitting eating their pears, a girl came walking along the road from town. And when she saw the children, she stopped and said, excuse me. Woo! She didn't say that. She didn't have glasses on her head like that. She said, excuse me, have you seen my papa? And Pippi said, well, how did he look? Did he have big blue eyes? Did he have a big stopwatch in his pocket? Did he have black shoes and a suit jacket? And the little girl said, yes, he did. And Pippi said, no, haven't seen him at all. And the little girl looked very confused. And then Pippi said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to joke with you like that. We didn't see your dad, I don't think. But did he have the biggest ears that stretched all the way down to his knees and back up again? And the girl said, no, I didn't know anyone had ears that stretched all the way down to their knees and back up again. And Pippi said, really? Well, You know what's going to happen now. Pippi, the terrific terrific tall tale teller, is about to arrive, don't you think? And Pippi said, well, far away in another country, there was a man with ears so big he could use them for a cape. When it rained, he just crawled in under his ears, and it was as warm and as snug as you can imagine. And of course, his ears didn't have it so good. His ears loved being used for a cape. And if it was really bad weather, he used to invite his friends over to camp under his ears, and there they would sit telling stories and singing songs while the rain poured down and they were as dry and as snug as can be. And everybody liked him because of his enormous ears. Well, the little girl and Annika and Tommy they couldn't believe their ears. They couldn't believe their ears. And then Pippi said, well, that's the big-eared man that we know about, but we sure haven't seen your papa head this way. If we see him, we're sure to say that you were looking for him. Good luck. Goodbye. And off went the little girl, thinking about how amazing it would be to have such giant ears, that you could have camps and friends and story time. Whew. Now, Pippi's garden was really lovely. You couldn't say that it was well managed. There were wonderful grass plots, all overgrown and never ever cut. There were overgrown rose bushes everywhere, full of yellow and white and pink roses that smelled so divine, and a good many fruit trees. And best of all, there was an ancient oak tree that was excellent for climbing. So Tommy jumped down from the gate and said, "Hey, Pippi, do you suppose we could climb up your big oak tree?" And Annika, she was a little bit hesitant when she saw how huge the tree was, but she thought she would try it too because it looked like it might be fun. Now, a few feet above the ground, the oak divided into two branches. Here's the trunk and here are the trees. Big, big oak tree. And right in the place where the branches divided, there was a little place where people could sit, like a little room. So before long, all three children had climbed up and were sitting in the little room at the top of the oak tree. How fun would that be? Their branches were over their head like a giant crown protecting them. And Pippi said, "Oh, we could have a tea party up here. I'll be right back." And she scurried down the trunk into the house. And before long, she came back with a pot of tea and some cups and some buns. She had made the buns the day before. You know how she likes to bake, usually throwing things across the kitchen with Mr. Nielsen helping. She came and she stood under the tree and tossed up the cups one at a time. Boof, boof, boof. And Tommy and Annika, caught them. Only sometimes the oak tree caught them and two cups fell back down and were broken. So Pippi ran back in to get new ones. And next it was the buns' turn. And for a while the air was full of flying buns. Can you imagine that? Flying buns everywhere. But at least they didn't break. And at last, Pippi climbed up with the teapot in one hand. She had cream, milk, in a little bottle in her pocket. and sugar in a little box in her other pocket. And Tommy and Annika and Pippi thought that tea had never tasted quite so good. I wonder if they called it like tree tea or something like that. That would be fun, wouldn't it? And they decided to call it a party. They were having a tree party, a tree tea party, a tree tea party. That's another hot thing to say. So presently, Pippi decided to climb a little higher. And she called down, "Woo-hoo, can you beat this? Guess what? The tree is hollow." And there in the trunk was a big hole, which the leaves had covered up and they didn't know it was there. "Oh, may I come and look too?" called Tommy. But there was no answer. Pippi, Pippi, called Annika and Tommy. They were a bit worried. And then all of a sudden they heard this voice. They heard, oh, I'm covering up my mouth at the wrong time. "Where are you?" they called. Then they heard Pippi's voice. Not from above, but from way down below. It sounded as if it was coming from under the ground. "Oh, I'm inside the tree. It's hollow, clear down to the ground. And if I peek out through this little crack, I can see the grass." "How will you get up again?" "Oh, she's going to call," said Annika. "How will you get up again?" cried Annika. "Oh, I'm never coming up," said Pippi. "I'm going to stay here until I retire, and I'm going to get a pension, and then you're going to have to come every day, 6 times a day, and throw food down here so I can stay here forever and ever and ever and ever," said Pippi. You can come down here too." "Whoa, never in this world," said Annika. And she was very nervous thinking about climbing down. "I'm not going to climb down there," said Annika. "That's far too scary." And she climbed right out of the tree and stood on the grass. She was not going to climb down there. She stood on the grass and Pippi said, "Oh, Annika, I can see you through the crack." Annika went up to the tree and she peeked through the little crack and she saw the very little tip of Pippi's finger. "Oh, Pippi, can't you really climb back up?" she said. And Pippi's finger disappeared, and in less than a minute her face popped up at the top of the tree again. "I'm here again," she said. "Oh, okay. Well," said Tommy, "if it's as easy as all that to get up, then I want to come down there too." "Well, wait," said Pippi. Wait. Let's get a ladder." So off she went into the house, came back with a ladder, climbed up and put the ladder inside the tree. So now there's a ladder inside the tree from the top to the bottom in the hollow of the tree. How fabulous is that? That's great. So then what happened? Wow, Tommy couldn't wait to get down. He scrambled up, climbed over and all the way down the ladder into the middle of the tree on the ladder. And then Tommy called out, "Annika, you can't imagine how wonderful it is in here. You please come on in. It's not the least bit dangerous, especially when you have a ladder to climb on. You can only try it once, and once you've done it, you'll always want to climb down here on the ladder."